Hello! How's everybody doing? Hey Lorcan, welcome. Welcome. Do I have everything? Got coffee, that's good. Right. I think. I'm having some sort of problem with the capture card. I'll just be a sec. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's start it, I guess. I've always loved this screen because Geralt just looks really chunky. I gotta remember next time to title the stream "The Ballad of Chunky Geralt." Yeah. How you doing? Okay. Cool. Just gotta remember to switch off the lo-fi. There we go. Nearly forgot, but I got there in the end. Okay.
The Witcher's
Tired now, such might collapse onto my laptop if my posting is less comprehensible than usual because my face matched a bunch of keys, including return. Okay. I'll bear it in mind.
Intelligence about Ciri.
This time I've just got the sword just over here, just permanently in view, rather than getting it out for close inspection. I may still get it out for close inspection, just because it's cool. Hey Jolly Jelly, good to see you. I actually have some jelly right here, jelly babies. Your username reminded me to have one. Right, what were we up to? Oh, right. Aimlessly riding around. Okay. Let's try and do something more, more purposeful this time. Okay. I guess I'll go see the Baron. It's Baron time, baby! Do tell me if there are any audio issues. Does this mean I'm a snack? Sure, I don't know. You're jelly. God, it takes a long fucking time to load up. Alright. It keeps telling me that my tweets have retweets with comments, and then when I click through to check them out, it says I don't have any. And I just have like regular retweets, which is fine. I'm fine to just have regular retweets. If anything, having retweets with comments makes me a little bit nervous. But like, to that end, it's just like, oh, there's nothing. I was nervous for nothing. That's cool. Okay. You can be a snack if you want to be. Believe in yourself. Yeah, it was Bernie Sanders who said, "Be the snack you want to eat." I guess. Okay. Where's the Baron? Where is the Baron? Is that the Baron? What's that? Go see Olgierd von Everick about the contract. I'm not going to do that. I had to make 3 trips to the outside world today. Once to get regular bits in Tesco, once to bring Millie out to the burial ground of our revolutionary leaders, and once to get Laura a wrap for her dinner from a place she likes that's the other side of our neighborhood from Tesco. Oh, what a hassle. It's all going on for you today. Anyway. Let's go that way. Okay. Oh, I can't go across that bridge because I don't have a pass, right? Typical, thwarted by passing privilege once again. Typical. Walkan, is that a Dune joke? You can't expect me to get Dune references. I'm a fake gamer girl. I don't mess with that. Get in the water, Roach. Do it. Jump in. Oh, garbage. What's on the Witcher agenda today? Well, I'm trying to get over here. Oh, I think there was a fucking different bridge I could have taken. I guess I'm going the long way around now. I'm trying to get to the Bloody Baron, which isn't me cussing. He's called the Bloody Baron. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
You'll choke to death.
Another one. Run along home with the rest.
Sir, show some mercy. We've not got nowhere to go. For us, it's Novigrad or death.
Had enough of you lots. Sod off, or I'll have you skewered.
Ah, cripes. Alright.
They seem desperate. Let them through. Can't see any harm in it.
Fucking hell. How many times have I got to repeat this?
Can I axie him? Is that an option?
To turn back anyone who don't show a pass.
Hey, there we go.
Let these people pass.
Yes, sir.
Cocked.
Thank you. We got nowhere to go back to. Novigrad. That's a chance of a new life.
Stay off the roads. Liable to run into another patrol.
Shan't be taken like that again. We'll be as careful as hares in a field bared by
It's
winter.
my first time wearing dangly earrings. It's a very strange
Cast in a
experience.
different mold than us. More like the hero that lies in the tomb neath Crookback Hills. Tomb's in a cave in a hillside. Down Warren's at the foot of the hill. Folks say treasure inside's a sight to behold. Huge hoard. Might find something that suits you. Good luck.
Huh. Fair enough.
Faster.
Ooh. Oh, here we go. This is the... Oh, fuck.
Move it.
Horses in games. Holy shit. Also want to wear dangly earrings. Are your ears pierced?
That's it, Roach.
If they are, just go for it. Gotta wait till I'm independent, though. Fair enough. Oh, Christ. Okay. Okay. Isn't there a monster like every 50 feet of roads? No. Every feet off the roads. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I know the quest is called Collect 'em all, but it kind of looks like Collect Email. Yeah, that's good. The quest is to bring down Hillary Clinton. This one's a Clinton supporter. Then this one's a male feminist. Dangly earrings are good and fun. Well, mine are Gengar, so they are objectively the best. Doesn't really get better than that. I know that's hard news for everybody else who doesn't have these Gengar earrings, but That's just fact. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I really should have put a marker on the map to make this easier. Wow, I've shot past it again. Jesus fucking Christ. Your earrings are delightful. Have they tried to steal your soul
Run,
yet?
Roach.
Not as far as I know. But I feel like that's the kind of thing that, you know, they would know about. And I would be, you know, mostly pretty unaware of. This isn't the Bloody Baron. This is the Cunny of the Goose. God damn it. Fuck. God. Guys, I've been tricked. I've been fooled.
Not so fast, Roach.
I'm a fool now. I'm Boo Boo the Fool. Ugh. And my jelly babies are stuck together. Bamboozled again. Yeah.
Faster.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. This is just like me taking quests and then being like, no, I'm not doing that. That's no. Okay, let's try and remember where the Baron is now. Is that him? That's him. Jesus Christ. Okay, put a marker. Place custom marker. Done. Okay, let's ride all the fucking way down there. Nice. Ugh. No, you won't.
Go for the Whoreson's eyes!
Whoreson makes like a very passing, fleeting, that's the word, fleeting appearance in the books IMO. Just like, just a little, just like, oh, it's some people calling each other Whoresons. It's kind of like saying son of a bitch. Okay, I get that. In the fucking games, like, Jesus, do they love saying Whoreson. And they're like Whoreson, not like, I don't know, some of the time are like Whoreson, just like, you know, like it's just a term, slang that they're used to saying, whatever. And it's just like, I said this a while ago about like, if you just skip all of the anti-sex worker slurs and homophobia of The Witcher, the game is about 20 minutes long. I think that's true. Can my horse go through here? Looks like no. Time to go ride a boat. How do I ride this boat? Oh, that's, yep, promising. Promising. Oh, yes! Okay. Okay, it's pretty easy to steer. I haven't actually ridden a boat in ages. I mean, actually in real life too, but I haven't piloted a boat in Witcher in ages either. New marker, guarded treasure. I feel like I'll have like one Witcher stream where I'm like going for it, right? Like going after the plot. And then another stream where I'm like, eh. And that'll probably be just those two flavors of stream on and off for the time being, I think. I think that's probably a pretty safe guess for like how I'm gonna play for the time being. Just like one stream where I'm just exclusively Gwent and looking for treasure, and then another stream where I'm all about that. Oh my god, that's so many dogs. Oh, I'm dead? Fucking hell. Yeah, and then another one where I'm like actually going after the plot, trying to progress a little bit. Thank you for the F, I appreciate it. I always forget how long it takes to reload. Jesus Christ. I'm just going to be a skeleton by the time the game boots back up again. I swear you could sing the whole of a song in between death and respawn. Hey, Artemis. Oh, nice. It's saved. Okay. That's good. So many dogs. Nice. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Sorry everyone, I wasn't expecting the stream to be exclusively dog murder, but hey ho, there you go. Sometimes that's sometimes a witch has got to do what a witch has got to do. Sometimes a witcher is his dog murdering. That's a very funny reference if anyone's read the books, but it doesn't. It's fine. It's really smart. I'm smart. That was clever. Fuck. How far up? 300 meters. Nice. Hey Andrew, good to see you. Oh. There we go. I've yet to read the books, but I have one of them somewhere. I recommend the audiobooks. Peter Kenny reads them very well. And as I was discussing on a couple of previous Witcher streams, the accents track really nicely to what they're trying to communicate about the characters in terms of class and social standing, and that's really neat. Like there's, like for example, Ciri as the Princess of Sintra has a Scottish accent, which makes sense because Sintra is the closest ally to the Skelligans, who are the anglicised versions of the Vikings, and anglicised versions of Vikings are always Scottish. But being a princess, she has a very posh Scottish accent, so she sounds like she's from Edinburgh. Whereas, you know, Kraken Crate sounds like he's from the Highlands and has a very thick accent and stuff.
Not
Sorry,
so
I
fast,
just got
Roach.
sidetracked with what was going on in the game. Just save here. Probably good just to save whenever. How am I today? I'm good. I got these new Gengar earrings. I posted some pictures on Twitter. I don't know if you saw, but I'm really enjoying them. I think they're really nice. And I love when Karen research has gone into finding the right voice for a character. Yeah, it's really interesting because I guess it's a mistake with art to ever think there's one kind of like objective scale, but I always do really enjoy when there's like a lot of thought and character work gone into voicing in an audiobook. Then again, total flip side to that, I'm also listening to the Hannibal series by Thomas Harris at the moment, you know, Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon, etc. And it's read by this guy with just this like monotone, slow southern drawl, and he makes no effort to differentiate the characters at all. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. It's like good. It's like the right way for to experience the Hannibal series. I think it honestly just kind of rules. It's like, yeah, I don't know. If you just got this guy with like slightly croaky as well, just being like, Will Graham looked out into the darkness. He could tell that his dogs were feeling something, but he couldn't see anything, though he knew he could hear it too. He could feel it too. It's just like, yeah, that's kind of perfect, actually. It does get kind of funny in the prequel, Hannibal Rising, because like so far the entire book has been in Lithuania, and where it kind of worked for the like FBI behavioral sciences psychopath research before, it doesn't work quite as well for the atmosphere of World War II Lithuania. Hannibal gay version, but as books. Yeah, so I was going to talk about this actually. Like, talk about what my plans are coming up. I'm working on this project, which is at the moment I'm calling it The Monster Men. The Monster Men, FBI behavioral sciences in fiction. And it's a comparison between stories that show actual like show fictionalized but straightforwardly the FBI behavioral sciences unit versus media that shows like some sort of fantasy version of the FBI. Because the thing about fantasy versions of the FBI is, take for example the X-Files, when you got this team who are going out and finding like monsters and demons and stuff and magic, and they're consulting like their arcane sources or whatever to figure out what it is, that's I think that genre really arose out of the public awareness that the FBI was investigating like psychological profiling for serial killers, both in serial killers being viewed as supernatural monsters, and also the idea that like psychology is viewed as this kind of arcane esoteric science. So my intention is to compare Mindhunter, Criminal Minds, the Hannibal films, the Hannibal TV show against X-Files, Control, BPRD, stuff like this. And the reason I say it's like a project rather than just one video is that I have already decided on 2 spin-offs from it already. So I'm gonna be
Spot a cider for you? Or a bit of dry curd?
sorry. I'm gonna be doing one spin-off that's looking at David Fincher's filmography as it relates to psychopaths, because he obviously did Mindhunter, as I'll mention in the FBI video, but he also did Zodiac, Seven, House of Cards, and I think this is an interesting one, The Social Network, right? It's even something that gets mentioned in Mindhunter, that people who are studying like CEOs are also studying psychopaths. It's explicitly, addressed. Do you
How
think
about
the
a few rounds
paranormal
of
FBI
cards?
genre is influenced by
When
Nazi
specifically?
Germany's interest for the paranormal? Yes, and this is a like pointedly interesting part of what's going on, because sorry, I just gotta move some cards around. This is a very pointedly interesting part of what's going on here, because in fantasy FBI media, say BPRD, it's actually very common for the enemies of the FBI or government body who are like investigating paranormal research to be directly fighting Nazis, like literally Nazis who are like whose like research has led them to occult or arcane powers, whereas in say Mindhunter, they actively downplay race issues an enormous amount, and just kind of throw out shit like Charles Manson being a neo-Nazi. Like, Charles Manson, alive today, has a swastika tattooed between his eyebrows, and the show does not really treat the possibility that his crimes are racially motivated as a very serious thing. So it's like, while the fantasy FBI genre is in one way more detached from the real world, the real FBI genre, or behavioral sciences crime genre, subgenre, if you will, is actually more influenced by liberal individualistic ideology, to the point that it completely ignores issues like someone being a white supremacist. Because if someone is a white supremacist, I'll get back to playing the game in a second, I promise. But if someone is a white supremacist, then according to a liberal approach to psychology, i.e. an individualistic psychology, as opposed to community psychology, which is, still overlooked in a very promising way of examining people's, behavior patterns. If someone's a white supremacist, they're simultaneously am I also tackling the portrayal of mental health in the genre? Absolutely. Andrew, I'll get to your point in a second too, but I will get back to playing the game, guys, I promise. If someone's a white supremacist, according to the liberal individualistic approach to psychology, they are simultaneously reasonable and irredeemable, right? So, in other words, they're not crazy. See, it would be worth examining if they were crazy, right? If they were just mentally ill, if they were just a wacko, right? Like if the Zodiac killer is nuts, then it's worth psychologically profiling him and figuring out why he didn't get enough love from his mom or something, and then you can use that to like lure him out and find him or whatever. But if he's just a Nazi, that's like a dead end according to this like worldview. So it's a really interesting thing. Like they actively suppress the fact that Charles Manson is a Nazi, which is something that you actually see all over the place in real world coverage of like psychopaths and killers. So the Columbine kids were Nazis. My mum didn't know that Anders Breivik was a Nazi. Like stuff like this. There are like mass shooters and serial killers all the time who are white supremacists, and that's what's motivating them to do it. But it just doesn't get mentioned. I'm going to be covering a case. What's he called? Wayne Williams, who you might have heard of, but if you haven't, he was a serial killer in a serial killer and pedophile in Atlanta, Georgia, who killed at least, I think, 2 men and 2 boys. And when I say men, I mean teenagers. So yeah. Anyway, but killed, I think, at least 4 people, but was convicted for like 30 murders. And what's interesting is there was a white supremacist called Charles T. Sanders who said to a friend on 3 separate occasions, "I sure was lucky that guy had the same carpet fibers and type of dog as me," because that was the evidence they based his prosecution on. He spoke admiringly of the murders when Wayne Williams had not yet been caught, saying, "Whoever it is has wiped out 1,000 future generations of N-words." And he also explicitly said to his friend, "I was doing the murders, and I was really lucky that they publicly accused Wayne Williams, because that was a good opportunity for me to stop and make it look like all the murders were him." Charles T. Sanders, a white supremacist. And that's an interesting one, because it's even portrayed in the show as a conflict between the black community saying if like 30 black kids are missing, it's probably the Klan, and the FBI Behavioral Sciences Psychological Profile, which said it's a black man who's a pedophile, and they arrested Wayne Williams based on that profile. And it seems, according to DNA evidence, that he did kill at least 4 people, but then historically he goes down as the murderer of 30 people, when there's this other guy who, it seems, definitely did like a bunch of those. Like I say, it's just this liberal individualistic approach to psychology that completely overlooks systemic things like white supremacy that absolutely affect people's psychology, but not in the same way as, say, a mental health condition. I'm really interested in the responsibility around serial killer podcasts and the danger of promotion, especially if you're not examining it beyond the surface level and aren't taking into account racism and sexism of either the killer or the police force investigating the crimes. Yeah, that's absolutely, and that's a lot of what I'm getting at here. It's just like, yeah, completely agree. Yeah, I don't have anything to add on there. Actually, that's just very true. Okay, let's play some Gwent. Wait, do I have any decoy cards in? Looks like I don't have any decoys in. I'm gonna chuck 1 clear weather back in there, and 1 torrential rain, and I'm gonna give myself a decoy and a commander's horn. Hell yeah! Heyo! Okay. The police prefers to arrest black murderers than white murderers of greater caliber. Shocking. Yeah, so it's like, he posted that before I said about it. Yeah, well, valid. Okay. Well, it's like, in the show, it's presented as an interesting issue of, like what the psychological profile says, right? So the psychological profile says says serial killers rarely kill outside of their racial group, their ethnic group, whatever. So that must be a black guy if it's all black kids who are missing, and it's like, yeah. So it's not simply like they had a black suspect and they had a white suspect and they arrested the black guy, but it also is like they also were like over eager to quickly pin all of the murders on the black guy once they had him. Charles T. Sanders, the white supremacist, was also an early suspect in the case. So, yeah. Now this is how you play some motherfucking Gwent. This is some Gwent right here. Okay, let's decoy out her. Play her again. Play Dijkstra. Nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna have loads of cards going into the final round, so that's good. Should I think I should. No, that's useless. Okay. Hmm. 1626. So if I went like this, yeah, then I'd win this round. Cool. Nice. I guess I'm most familiar with the Norwegian's perspective. I just always knew him as the alt-right incel adjacent guy. Oh, Anders Breivik. Yeah, it's like I said. I'm not saying that it's a. I was really surprised that my mum hadn't heard of him being a Nazi. Like I only knew him in the context of him being a Nazi, so it's like, ugh, you know. But nonetheless. But like, for example, the Columbine kids. I think a lot of people know about the Columbine shooting without knowing that they were Nazis. Racist killings are still so common, it sounds to me that well, this is the thing I'm saying about the liberal individualistic approach to pretty sure it was the video games. Liberal individualistic approach to psychology that teaches us that what's that do? What? He just completely wasted his king card. That was bizarre. Because community psychology would tell you that like influences such as racism are a huge deal and make a massive difference to you know, someone's propensity to kill and matter a lot. And are we gonna draw right now? This sucks. Yeah, let's play again. And that community psychology would tell you that like things like racism matter a lot and that we need to do something about the racism in our society. But individualistic psychology would tell you that if the killings are racially motivated, there's really just kind of nothing you can do about that. And that's just a dead end like approach to it, you know? Jesus. This guy draws all his spies immediately. Typical. Typical. I've been played. Oh, really? Come on. Okay. I just realized I could have used my decoy card. Now I'm quite annoyed at myself. I could have used my decoy card to recall his spy and then use it against him. I'm going to use it to recall this card, because it's a good one. I feel like it's wasted there. What does my boy do? Pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it. Okay. What? Okay, Jesus Christ. Should I waste a bunch of cards trying to win this round? Double play Impenetrable Fog. See what he does then. See, but then he can win by just, like, wasting cards at me. No, I'm gonna throw this round. Oh fuck, he's 2 cards ahead. I'm fucked. I really should have used that decoy to win his spy in the start. You know what I think? I think he's got bad cards. Uh-huh. Okay, he might beat this, but we'll see. And he's got 3 turns. No. Hey, nice, okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What card do I get? Give me a card. I win a card now. Card now. Ghoul? Hell yeah. I want a ghoul. Fuck yeah.
We're lifeless. Move it.
Does anyone want to see the sword, by the way? Or probably more aptly, does anyone want to see the sword and hasn't seen the sword? Why can't I... Do I have to talk to someone else in order to... Okay. There's a sword. Look, and you've definitely seen the sword. Alright. It's my Witcher sword for my Geralt costume for the video. I say this every time, but it's basically because it's not properly like smithed steel. It's just like big stainless steel. It's like not that hard, so it like wobbles, and it's completely blunt. So it's essentially just a very big, expensive butter knife. But I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty chuffed with it. I feel like it really makes the costume, TBH. Like, it's, didn't have the money to be buying 2 swords, but, like, I feel like of the 2 of them, this one with, like, the wolf pommel and stuff is definitely the one to have. So, that's a big step in my transition to sword lesbian. And also serious gamer girl, so that's good. Imagine someone drawing their sword at you and you hear wobble wobble wobble. Yeah. I think every time the blade wobbles on that one, I think about the shot from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone when the sword is like dropped down on the floor, and it's this like slow motion shot, and you can see the blade vibrating, and it's very funny to me because it's like, I'm sure that totally can happen, but it just looks very like rubbery in the shot. Yeah. And until I got my hands on this one, I didn't realize like
used to be wagons showed on market days.
that was plausibly because it's a prop sword.
Lard, red sausage. Now it's acorn flour and tufts of burdock.
That scene encapsulates Chris Columbus's approach to filmmaking. As that.
Whipped like a no big lad whore. You surprised? They tried to dance with a witcher. Where'd he come from?
Actually, because Chris Columbus is obviously, you know, his namesake, he called his studio 1492, and I just feel like I would be doing everything I can to like distract from the fact I was called Chris Columbus if I had that name. But like, he called his studio 1492, and this is in my upcoming script about Sorry to Bother You that Natalie's editing at the moment. But like, he's producer on The Help, which like, along with everything else just absolutely craven and terrible about that film, it comes from 1492 Studios, and it's like, cool, good anti-racist film, guys. You fucking nailed it. Excellent job. Okay. Do. Find the agent called Hendrik. Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds fine. That sounds kind of fine.
Faster.
He'll try to make what he can always forever on a budget. Yeah. It's just like, there are such... I know what you mean, to be honest. Like, there are such, like, incredibly... like...
Hey there.
Imagine being called Chris Columbus and being proud of your name. Yeah, that's, like, exactly it. Like, you don't... He doesn't even necessarily have to be proud of it, but he definitely doesn't hate it, you know? Like, he can be like, oh, this is a, you know, I don't like the guy, but it is my name, so I'll just, like, make that joke. Is still, like, not recognizing just the horrible atrocity of the guy. Yeah, there's so many interesting filmmaking decisions made on a budget, and there are just some directors who, like, basically just shoot for being like Michael Bay or something, or James Cameron. Like, they just shoot in that very, like, very expected Hollywood blockbuster style, but they don't have the budget for it, so it's just like very expected Hollywood blockbuster style, but just kind of cheap. Okay. I feel like if I talk to Hendrik, I might be able to access the Baron after that. Where is Hendrik? I should have just gone in the house. It was obviously going to be in the house. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Jesus Christ. Oh, Hendrik's dead.
Tortured him.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe they missed something.
Search his trousers.
Need to check
Oh,
his pockets.
okay. Sure, if you want.
Trousers are stiff, as if hung out to dry midwinter. Maybe hid something in his jerkin.
Yeah, next try jerkin. That's good.
Damn, he's cold as ice.
Oh.
Nothing here. Should check his boots. Blood, congealed. Key hidden in his boot. Gotta fit a keyhole. Somewhere nearby, hopefully.
I love when the, I love that every time it uses the, it says in the mission objective, use your
There's a
Witcher
draft.
senses to do this.
Gotta
So
be a
funny.
space under this rubble. Guess I should do some cleaning.
He was attacked with ice magic. Yeah, for some reason, everywhere the Wild Hunt go, everything freezes up. It's an interesting choice that the games have made.
Valuables left unlocked.
Because I was saying this before, but like, basically the Wild Hunt are just some elven riders from another, like, the whole world of The Witcher is based on the conjunction of the spheres, where different parallel worlds came into the same reality. So that's like humans and vampires and dragons and unicorns and all this came into the world of the Ensheed, which is one race of elves. The NL, a different race of elves on a different planet that didn't get conjuncted, they are who the Wild Hunt are. Like, the Wild Hunt are just like the elite riders of the NL's king, but that's it. Like, there's all this like folklore about them being like ghosts because they're able to appear and disappear. It's very, yeah, it's just strange. Like an interesting decision. They've really like powered them up in the games and made them like they're all powerful magic users, and they all have this like ice aura and stuff, and like they can their horses can like fly. I think like they can ride through the sky. I think can't remember now actually, but they can do all sorts of magical shit. And in the books, it's very much that like a mythology has evolved around them, not that they're actually uber powerful.
Interesting.
Oh, I know I've definitely said this a dozen times already, and I'm going to say it in my video too, but Tamara Strenger, daughter of the Bloody Baron, she's a missing daughter. You have to go find her. It's kind of very obviously analogous to Ciri, who is your daughter, who you're trying to find, and that's the main thrust of the game. Except CD Projekt Red, to save on time making 3D models, recycled a bunch of character models, and one of the character models they recycled was Tamara Strenger's one. So you meet her, and she's this like teenage girl who you need to find and take care of and decide about what's best for her and how to keep her safe, and it's obviously analogous to your daughter. And then her character model is also on a sex worker in a brothel who Geralt can have sex with. Very, very. There we go.
The ledger. Payment for a sack of grain. Amount due for a charcoal shipment. Hendrik was masquerading as a merchant. What's this? Notes among the ledger entries. Clever.
That's my sword.
Interesting headings.
Oh no, that's not my sword. Because I did New Game Plus, I have fancier swords now. That's like my sword.
Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in Skellige. Also cited in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged. Ashen hair. Scar on her face. Avoids contact with others. Drunken swine. So-called Baron hosted subject at his castle. Or should I say, illegally appropriated fort. Reason unknown. Talked to Baron at Crow's Perch. Clashed with a witch. Subject landed in swamp. Encountered a witch. Conflict ensued. Cause unknown. Find the witch. Talk to the peasantry. Village of Midcopse. Caution advised. I'm being observed. Don't know by whom or why. Unsettling signs.
Someone had to have flagged that up. Sorry, you just reminded me of something that Natalie's sibling Rachel.
Peasants say.
They used to like help Russians who are learning English as a foreign language, and they once were
Somehow they
telling
learned
me
Henry
about
was looking
how
for Ciri. Thus
how
the
weird a
torture.
language English is, and it's always
But
stuck
too
with me
late.
that like
My only leads, the Baron,
we think
some
of a lot
witch.
of sentences and
Damn.
clauses and phrases as totally normal, but to try and explain them into a language that doesn't have them, you realize how fucking garbage and inefficient and weird our language is. So for example, would have had to have had. Totally normal phrase in English, but if you just think about the verbs, it's just like would have had to have had. It's just a nightmare. And then phrases like insofar as. Like what? What? Anyway, someone had to have flagged that up. Yeah. I was watching a documentary about the development process of Witcher 1 as research for the video, for my script about the games, rather. Once again, for those who don't know, I'm doing a 3-part series on the Witcher Netflix show, games, and books. It's called Witcher Mania. The first one, the Ballad of Himbo Geralt, a close look at Netflix's The Witcher, will be out 21st of August. Anyway, I was watching this documentary about the development of the first game, and some of the devs and designers weren't even really comfortable with the weird like costume. For example, like Triss Merigold's neckline is like this in the first game, like this, and some of the guys working on the game are like, what the fuck's that about? They're just like, what the fuck? And I just find that so, like, I don't know, just bizarre. Like, if you're not all okay with this, just like stop. just be normal instead. What? Bee alert. There's a bee? Yeah, yeah, it's just so strange. Just so strange. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of writing about, like, so the second part out first week of September, I think. The Ballad of Horny Geralt, a close look at CD Projekt Red's The Witcher. I'm having to do a lot of, like, focus on how oh, what's happening? What's happening right now? Why are they fighting me? Okay, why don't they like me? What's going on? Oh, jeez. Why are they trying to kill me? What is actually happening?
What's that? Form a row! You horseman!
Alright, that's better. What the fuck is going on, actually? This is so weird. Anyway. The more I find out about CDPR, the more I worry there's going to be a Ubisoft reveal in the future. Yeah, it's kind of like when you...
Halt!
I know what you mean, like, you know there's that
Storm,
stuff...
damn it.
What is it? Harvey Weinstein. Like, a
Baron
whole
Ho.
bunch
Not your
of
concern.
Need
movies
to talk to him.
in
Open the
retrospect,
gate.
like you
Not
find
a
out that
chance.
Harvey Weinstein like
Weird what
messed
happened
with
at the
them,
crossroads.
insisting that people
not let
put
a man
more
like
like
that in
gore
here.
or more nudity or whatever in them, and it's like
Won't get in that way.
it's like
Gotta find another. Oughta look
oh
among the
right,
villagers. Might find one
it's like
brave
oh
enough to
right,
help me.
this gross creep who was super abusive and treated everyone like his fucking serfs, basically. Like, he did more than just like assaulting people. He like
How about
a
that?
measurable effect
Takes
on
a tired
the
old man
culture
not to panic
and
and
the,
run when I
product
veer.
of the company as well, and it becomes, it just starts to become, it's a little bit like the behavioral sciences thing, like profiling, right? It's like Chris Avalone or something, right? You see games that are being produced and have certain attitudes towards women in them, and you're like, huh, that's shitty, that's a shame. And then later it's revealed that this dude actually has very, very harmful, dangerous, toxic attitudes towards women. And it's like, okay, maybe this isn't just like Anita Sarkeesian, SJW, esoteric social science, liberal university, ivory tower bullshit. Maybe it actually has an impact on, like, maybe it actually reflects the presence of really toxic people in the industry, and not just does that, but also signals to other toxic people that they can come and get involved, and they will be protected and their behavior will be excused, you know?
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
What happened with Guillermo del Toro?
What's new in the broad world?
Is it this guy? There we go.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
Other villagers all scurried off soon as they saw me. You didn't.
Oh, I'm too old to scurry. Besides, what could you do to me? Kill me? Go ahead. I've not long to live. Tammyoid wouldn't
Sounds
work.
dangerously like
The
systemic
skin's
problems.
right brittle.
I don't like that because it makes me feel bad. Were you here when I was talking about the FBI profiling thing just a second ago? Because I don't know if you're just referencing that or you're just, like, organically cycled around to my point. It's almost like these toxic people are using their power to generate situations where they can perpetuate their shitty views. Right, it's like with the Chris Ray gun fucking thing. Yes, I have no original thoughts. You have plenty of original thoughts, I'm sure. I'm just not seeing any. It's like with the Chris Ray gun thing when he was going after Ferociously Steph. Because she said that voice chat obviously disincentivizes minorities from taking part in games as serious, on a serious competitive level. And he was just saying that, like, it makes no difference, like, people say mean things to each other and that gets you psyched up to play more and stuff like this. That's just gibberish, right? Chris, that's fucking gibberish, and you know it. It's just like really telling on yourself so hard it leaves a bruise, where you're like this white cishet dude who is never gonna be seriously harmed by people throwing around abusive language and slurs. So you just don't get why it would actually have a serious effect and drive people out of that space. And then you just end up with exactly just like only people who aren't affected by slurs are able to take part because, you know, and it just, I don't know. It's the same with these like industries that end up with like toxic people and predators perpetuating that culture. It just sucks. Weinstein bullied the hell out of Del Toro. That makes a lot of sense. That's really horrible. Guillermo del Toro seems like a really nice guy. Man, Weinstein is just an endless pit of garbage. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've just been struggling with recently with like some celebrities do just legit seem like actually evil people. Like, Trevor Noah had this stand-up bit where he condoned, like, not just condoned, but like gleefully made fun of striking union workers who had been shot dead by police. And when American Johnson tried to use that clip to show what a fucking piece of shit he'd been, he and it's from years ago, and he DMCA struck it and like made the video unavailable. And here's the thing about YouTube, not everyone knows this. You can have a video taken down without giving the channel a copyright strike. Like, that's just vindictive on top of things, right? On top of everything else. So it's like the disgusting views, the being a chud, whatever, right? I'm okay to give people like second chances or whatever. When this guy comes and gives someone a copyright strike on their channel for trying to show everyone the disgusting views that they have, that's an actually like evil, shitty person, right? Like Elon Musk being called out on, on the U.S. government doing a coup in Bolivia against the, against Evo Morales, the president of Bolivia, who is indigenous and also was championing indigenous people's rights, and was just a huge deal and a great guy, and was replaced by a Christian conservative fascist. By the way, Time magazine put her on their front cover because she's a woman. Whoa. Elon Musk getting called out on that, and then him saying, "We'll coup whoever we want, deal with it." And I'm just like, see, when I thought you might be ignorant of this stuff because you're a big baby, because you were born rich, so you've just gone through your whole life like a big, disgusting, pampered baby, Elon, I was kind of fine. And now someone's publicly said about it, and you've publicly replied, and I think you're an actually evil person. You know? I'm just struggling with that, like, the revelation that, like, these people, I really liked Greta Thunberg's speech when she was just like, if you know about this and you're not changing it, then you're actually evil. So I just have to assume that you're like blind to it. And I generally try and take that stance, but it's just Andrew said, interesting note on words, there is a Scottish word outwith, used in a sentence, this is outwith that topic. I've heard a number of accounts where it causes confusion in academia in England. I find it interesting that it's an example of using ostensibly words from the same language, but it seriously confuses or is shot down as real in certain spaces. Yeah, that is interesting. I suppose just like slang is honestly just like a pretty common example of that though, right? Like the way people use different slang words and phrases, like people, there's like an AAVE slang at the moment that's like throw hands, if you think about meaning to fight, like, just colourful metaphors as slang is like using the language, but in a way that's
more than 70 winters.
Must know the area well.
Not bad.
Elon Musk is
Listen,
Ayn Rand's Batman in the real world. Nice.
Can I do that without going
I
through
just
the
think
front gate?
this is the thing. Matt was tweeting about this the other day.
If you know the way. If you were to
People
make
try and say he's not Tony Stark, he's Lex Luthor, and it's like, no, he is Tony Stark. The lesson you need to learn is billionaires can't exist in the real world and be good people. Hey Mia, thanks for the raid. We're gently playing The Witcher and getting very distracted and just talking about disgusting billionaires instead. Wait, does everyone want to see my sword? Raiding party, do you want to see my sword? What? Lorcan, you know about the sword. Look at my Witcher sword. It's for my Geralt costume. How good is that? It's got little wolves on the pommel. It's great. It's great. It's just great. Curio is becoming a sword lesbian and we couldn't be more proud. The weird lighting confusion right now is because I whacked the lampshade by accident. Oh, don't fall over. Okay. Whew. Okay. Where did I put the controller? There it is. Okay.
Fine. Don't really feel like arguing with the guards.
Years back, when the old lord still ruled Crow's Perch, the blacksmith's boy went missing. Whole village looked for him. No luck. Finally found the boy in the river.
Oh, I'm glad everyone's joining in at
Tragic.
such a cheerful
How's that
moment.
supposed to help me?
A few days on, an old woman who served the lord found the boy's cap near the castle well.
So, either he lost it there or he fell in the well.
Clever man. Village folk built a shrine where they found the lad's body, northwest of here. Wait till you find an entrance to a passage nearby.
Shrine. Where is it exactly?
Track that weaves through the village. Follow it to the bridge.
Getting more coffee and
Turn right
ice cream for
past
dinner.
that.
Andrew, I'm
Then
begging
go
you
on,
to have a better
straight
dinner
as
than that,
piss,
please.
Till you get to a crossroads. Turn right again. Then follow that path up a hill. Shrine stands upon it.
Right past the bridge, then right again. I'll find it. Thanks.
The Witcher series does kill a lot of children. Yeah. Haha. Yeah.
Let's go.
Just need the caffeine and sugar because I'm an addict.
See, you're a man well traveled, so tell me.
You're starting all your streams from now on with I'm Andrew ARcrat and I'm an addict. Hey sweetie.
Yo. How is The Witcher?
I'm a witcher.
How is Geralt?
I'm a witcher. I'm a witcher.
Oh,
I'm a witcher.
I see.
That's what he says all the time.
Yeah.
Just kind of non-stop. I'm a witcher. I'm Geralt. I'm a witcher.
Whoa there, Roach.
Can hear the
Not so
game in your
fast,
room
Roach.
before we hear it in game. Is there an echo for everybody? How's your call with your fam?
There's the shrine. Passage must be somewhere around here.
That's cool.
Hey there.
Rach said they know what you're doing tomorrow.
Nah.
You know what
Nah, they do. They didn't tell you though.
No.
It's a reverse echo, but it's very quiet, no big deal. Yeah, this is basically the problem with using the capture card. So like, there's like real time, obviously, me playing the game right now, and I can hear it and hear myself at the same time. But like the capture card has a delay feeding into the computer and then feeding into the stream. So I think you guys will see everything with a bit of delay. Oh, actually, I can see it on my screen because I've got like, just testing. Yeah, my camera is like real time. And then there's about a 2-second delay between stuff happening in the game and it going through the capture card.
There it is. Seems I'm in for a swim.
Oh, there it is. What are you cooking?
Trying to, that's what I'm trying to decide.
Oh. Well, either way, it must be the game audio reaching the mic. So, if I just move the mic ever so slightly closer to me and further away from the screen, that should help a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little. What's happening? Oh, beans. Yo, what the hell? I going? Oh, that looks promising. That looks pretty good. Do I play Age of Empires 2 or Hades? I don't know either of these games, so I can't really advise you. But chat says Hades.
Right. I must be close.
Hey there, Henry is human. Oh, look at that. Popping up that well. Coming out of my well and I'm shaming mankind.
Emphysema. Now those were balls. Attended a few, me and my Annie. How we danced, how we twirled.
Ooh!
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Why?
Enough. I don't care how you do it, but the deliveries must be weekly.
Won't you stay for tea?
No. Besides, you've another guest.
I've never experienced The Witcher fully. I always got a little bit through and then stopped for whatever reason. Well, I hope,
A defender of the
because I quite
downtrodden.
like The Witcher
Greetings.
now that I've spent a long time
News
immersing
gets
myself in
around
it,
quick.
that
That
my
it
videos
does.
will
When I learned
persuade
you'd
you to investigate it
slaughtered my
further.
men, I thought to have you captured and hanged.
Once again, for those who don't know, I am doing a 3-part Witcher series
then I
on the
thought one
Show the
tough
Games and the Books.
cocker if
I'm
he
calling it
bested
Witcher
that
Mania.
lot of
The first
brats.
part, The Ballad
like
of
him
Himbo
could
Geralt,
prove
a close
useful.
look at Netflix's The Witcher, will be out on August 21st.
Useful? How?
That's the spirit. We'll work well together. I can see that already. This way. One thing. You do well to behave this time. Remember, I've still to decide what to do with you. Which I shall do after we've spoken.
What region is his accent? Birmingham. Birmingham. He's like Brummy, right? Yeah.
Make yourself at home. Yeah. Where'd I put the bloody
vodka. Yeah, the games are a little bit weird with it. I did go over this
There it
before,
is.
but like
A snifter?
the audiobooks, like I was recommending earlier, are really clever with the way they use accents. I gave the example of Ciri, because she's got like a posh Scottish accent, which tracks for her region and also her social standing. One of the things I really like is that they give Geralt like a Sheffield, Manchester-ish kind of northern accent, and that just really kind of works for me. Dandelion in the Netflix show is good. I love him. He is good. I can't say I have
Why not?
especially loads of Dandelion takes in my vid, but I think my vid is going to be good nonetheless. And if you like the show, you should check it out.
Bloody hell. Who's a loyal Sumerian to drink to these days?
Himself and his company?
Good enough. To the matter at hand. I'm Philip Strenger. Now the blobtits round here call me the
The
bloody
blob
Baron.
tits.
Geralt of Rivia. Blobtits call me the Butcher of Blaviken.
I know who
That's
you
really
are.
funny, by the way, because in the
Truth
books,
be told, it's the only reason we're talking.
because Geralt lives for
How do you
hundreds of
like
years,
it here in Velen?
no one has called him the Butcher of Blaviken. Like, basically, the whole entire novel series. Like, they call him the Butcher of Blaviken a couple of times in the short stories collections, and then for basically the entire novel series, they've just completely forgot about it. It's just not a thing anymore.
Lovely place. Swamps, bogs, marshes everywhere.
Exactly. Someone loses their way round here. He becomes damn hard to find.
What are you getting at?
Many have lost loved ones here. Some their wives, others their daughters.
Get to the point already.
Ciri, that's why you've come, isn't it?
So she was here.
She showed up some time ago, exhausted, wounded, and stinking like a soaked hound after a hard hunt. Later, I learned she'd come from the swamp.
I love that Baron is prepared to defend himself. He's not taking it as given that no one will attack him. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably reflective of him being like an invader, like him being, yeah, like being someone who's been sent in to rule that land. So he is like quite a controversial political figure. Oh, you just rewatched the Umbrella Academy bit? Is it still good? I don't know. I haven't rewatched it. I'm too afraid.
That was close.
I think it probably holds up. It doesn't have... Season 2 doesn't really, like, change much in it. There's no kind of big reveal that it was, like, actually not about that or whatever.
She needs help.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You can calm down.
Yeah, and so then, by contrast, what I've been saying is, like, Ciri in this and in the show just speaks pretty much RP, and it just doesn't really track for me. Like, it's just like, nah, I really think the Cintrons should be Scottish, and I think she should have, like, a really posh Scottish accent.
Yes, though also just a little.
F's in chat for those doggos. Yeah, there's a lot more dog murder in this
Not quite.
in this particular stream than I was expecting.
But I'm sure we'll find the way if we set off together. What happened?
Haven't finished season 2. Worried that they'll eventually do the abuser was right. Actually, meh, kinda. I don't know. Like, no, basically. They've all pretty much moved to a place where he is, like, universally despised. So no, but at the same time, like, the more you treat him as, like, an okay character to have around, it just gets into some murky waters. I feel like they've got to explore that to some degree, because they've got to explore the fact that most people whose parents are abusive still have their parents around and have to deal with them in some way. Need that dog lot. That's right.
How did you wind up here?
My father brought me. Told me to follow the trail of treats and eat my fill.
Sophia, do you have a favorite Witcher short story? I love A Little Sacrifice, the story featuring Essie.
I ran to catch it, and
I'm having trouble remembering that one right now. Let me look it up.
Your father, why did he have you follow the trail of treats? Do you know?
Because we had an app to break our fast with.
I don't understand.
I was naughty. Broke a jug. Spilled all my milk.
Your parents must have been angry.
Mother said I should be spanked, but Father said wouldn't do no good. Too many mouths to feed anyway. Sending me down the trail of treats. That would solve things.
Yeah, A Little Sacrifice is pretty good. Now I can't remember the name of my favorite one. My favorite one is, and I've talked about this on the stream before, the short story with the Doppler. Eternal Flame. Yeah, yeah. My favorite one is the short story with the Doppler, Eternal Flame. I just really like the way it constructs queer allegory. I think it's done in a really, really, really good way that I honestly haven't seen anywhere else, where like it fully embraces the fundamental psychological root of queerphobia and says and basically says as spookily as possible, you know, what if there was someone who was just like you but different, and you couldn't tell them apart from the regular folk? And the answer is that would be fine. Like, that's it. That's the story. It's just great. It's just really fucking good. They just spend all this time, like, chasing around the Doppler, and he's causing all this, like, havoc and mischief, and then, right at the end, Geralt, you know, the Doppler turns into Geralt, and they're having a standoff, and the Doppler says to Geralt, like, I read your mind in order to turn into you, and I know that you won't hurt me because you don't hurt anything that you think is an innocent person, and you know I haven't really done anything wrong. And Geralt says, well, you know, I read your mind, and I can tell that you're not going to hurt me or anyone else because you just kind of want to exist and live. And that just fucking blew me away, honestly. I was just like, oh shit, yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. And then you know, the Doppler is then revealed in the then the Doppler is revealed in the like town square in front of everyone, and quickly has to turn into the halfling, what is it, Dudu Bieberfeld, and the interrogator who shows up, who is gonna you know, who's like the Church of the Eternal Flame, you know, racist dude, the like the allegorical Protestant Reformation guy, basically. He shows up and he lets them go. Why? Because he's one of them too. And you couldn't tell because it's just like, I don't know. It just kind of rules. It's just like, it's just good. It just like I say, it just keeps looping back to this idea. What if there were people who were just like you, but different, and you couldn't tell? And it's just like, well, the answer is they're just like you. So there's no, that it doesn't matter. There's no reason to worry. Like, they just want to exist and live. It's just such a good story. Anyway, I really like the mermaid one too. I know A Little Sacrifice is not actually like primarily about the mermaid, but I really, really love that intro, and I actually loved it so much that I had conflated it with Eternal Flame, and I thought that that opening of the story happened on the start of Eternal Flame. For those who don't know, basically, the story starts in media res with Geralt having been hired to negotiate with this guy's mermaid lover, because they can't work things out themselves, and he's asking her to come live on the land with the guy, and she is insistent that the guy should come live underwater with her, and Geralt says, well, see, he can't breathe underwater, and she immediately gets furiously upset, and she's just, I knew it. If he really loved me, he would breathe underwater. And Geralt's like, no, he simply cannot biologically breathe underwater. And she's like, he's cheating on me, isn't he? It's really good. It's really funny. And then as they're like riding away, Dandelion says that he's going to write a story about this, only he'll change the ending so that she like throws herself into the sea and dissolves into sea foam, and you realize that Dandelion is going to write The Little Mermaid, and it's just a great way to start a story. Doppler Doppelgangers, shifters, changelings have always been my favorite characters in most stories, while they never put together that I was non-binary, lol. Yeah, right. So, same. Anyway, that's why I also cannot express enough how much I despise what they did in the Netflix show with the Doppler. It was just absolutely disgusting. Like, because the Dopplers are queer allegory,
When did you leave home?
the way that they've queer coded the Doppler as a sexual predator basically is just disgusting. Hate it so fucking much.
Come, I'll walk you home. And explain to your parents that they must not lose their children in the woods.
We can't go home because of the Wolf King and his...
Someone was just asking what my favourite short story from The Witcher was. I just realised because of looking it up that actually what I told you before about the mermaid one, that isn't the start of the Doppler story, that's the start of a different story. Right. But it's just that I really loved the intro with the mermaid, and I really love the Doppler story, so I just like conflated them in my head.
It's funny, like, we're watching something else. I think it was Always Sunny.
No kings among wolves.
These have one.
And you've seen him?
It's funny how often the absolute worst of something will be alongside the absolute best of something.
Right. Yeah, we were watching the Is Sweet D Dating a Retarded Person episode. Yeah. And it's obviously absolutely fucking awful because they just use the R slur just the whole way through a million times. And at the same time, like, it's got some fantastic elements like Dennis cheering Charlie up and being a good friend, which you like never see Dennis do anywhere else in the show, and it's a genuinely like touching scene and also funny and also just well constructed in terms of like scene and narrative, and also a cool song. And it's just like, and then at the same time you just got this really horrible gross ableist discourse that's trying to, as with a lot of Always Sunny, like trying to confront bigotry.
Just lots of lampshading involved always.
Yeah.
Whether they're doing it well or not.
I haven't seen the series, and knowing that something they do is put me off it, like not just watching it but also auditioning for it. Oh shit, I didn't know that was a thing. I suppose as an actor it would be an option for you.
Is that Andrew?
Yeah. Netflix adaptations are so often blatantly tone deaf. Yeah, look, I'll cover it all in my video. Watch my video when it's out. It'll be out in a couple of weeks, but like, it's a good show. It's really good in a whole bunch of ways. It rules, and it also makes me really, really sad what they did with the Doppler.
See what I've got on my back? Wolves fear it. Kings do too.
Nice.
Come, I'll help you up.
Ah. Ugh. I swear they've given Siri a really, really interesting
You can come out now.
besides your script,
My, you're brave.
Melina Pendulum's vid on The Witcher has made me really curious to check it out.
Could do a lot more.
Like you mean the show? My hope is the reason I've structured it like the show, the games, the books is because I think most people have the highest number of people have seen the show because it's just a Netflix show, right? and it's also obviously Netflix's like attempt at Game of Thrones. So, and then obviously the games, and then the books. And I'm just kind of trying to get more people who've seen the show to play the games, and more people who've played the games to read the books, because I think they're all great in different ways and have a lot of good stuff to show and to say. But
massacred by something with immense claws.
I feel like they've given Ciri a really interesting like move set. They've also given her this, which remains a mystery to me. Oh shit, okay, it's gone now, but
Look!
That was L1, which is what you hold to get up Geralt's spell wheel. And Ciri, that's Ciri's spell wheel as well, but I don't know what it is that she's supposed to be able to do, because as far as I'm aware, you don't actually get powers as Ciri. You don't get open world free roaming at any point. And my guess is that they're probably going to do Ciri games next. But I'm just curious about that 3-point spell wheel they just did. Like, I just think that's really interesting. Anyway, they give her that dash, which is super duper interesting, and then I feel like because these parts of the story aren't open world and free roam, and they're just little like snippets, they don't want you to get stuck on them too much, and so all of the Ciri bits, like the enemies, are quite low powered.
His chest is crushed.
And I just think that's a huge shame, because like her dash is a really interesting mechanic. Like dash mechanics and stuff generally are really interesting because they just immediately change the environment into a different kind of experience.
His leg off. No, gnawed it off.
Yeah.
Ew, that's horrible.
Stay there and look away. What's this? Marrow's missing.
You thought Ciri's boots were big Wellington boots. That's cute.
Everything seems to suggest a fiend.
What happened to him?
He had a fall.
I bet. The Wolf King got him.
When did children get so smart?
What will we do when the Wolf King finds us?
Good question. I've no silver, but I can make a blade oil.
Oil? You mean like we make from rapeseed?
No, a far more special oil. Of dog tallow.
Oh, dog tallow. Here we go.
Wolf's liver.
Now we're in business, baby.
The fiend will feel terrible, terrible pain.
You're smart.
Does anyone who's played the game remember if Ciri gets those spell slots filled in at any point? Because I really don't remember.
My uncle.
I'm just finding it really bizarre. Like, this is what I'm talking about here. This is clearly a spell wheel. This is L1. It's the same one that comes up for Geralt in order to, you know, give him, you know, Ard or Igni or whatever. And I just don't remember any point at which it's, at which she gets any of those slots filled. Well, I know where I can get a dog tallow. I just slew a whole ton of wolves, right? There we go. Don't even remember that wheel existing. Right, well, it's like, it's not, the game doesn't give you any tutorial for it or anything. It's just, it just is there. If you hold L1, you know, it doesn't tell you to do it. That's what's interesting to me about it. So it's like, yeah, I can't remember if it ever gets filled or anything.
Hide! Quickly!
Sorry about the frying noise, people, if you, if that's interfering. Natalie's just cooking us some delicious dinner.
Cauliflower, baby!
Cauliflower,
Children out
baby!
to follow the sweets. Bellies all in blood. Clawed open. No wolves did this.
There we go. Got all the fool's parsley. Oh. Mistletoe, nice. Does she have inventory? No, Ciri just has world map. That's interesting. Considering that her sections are so incredibly linear and she doesn't really need the world map, that is pretty interesting.
This way, through the cave.
You lead.
They're not really spells, more like movement upgrades. That's interesting. What are you cooking, sweetie?
As close as I can get with the ingredients that we have to Kung Pao style cauliflower and kimchi.
Holy shit, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. We don't have any garlic, and I feel like that's a big problem.
Probably, yeah. Do you know what kind of movement upgrades she gets?
Watch it.
She also doesn't seem to level up, so I am kind of...
Afraid?
Are you?
No.
Then I'm not either.
I feel like there should have been another mistletoe around, right? Oh, here we go. Nice. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Sounds delicious, and I do have cauliflower in my fridge right now. Well then, you know what you gotta do.
I can build a fire and brew the oil in peace.
I love cauliflower. It's
Cauliflower is wonderful.
What you doing?
Greasing my blade. There. See just how effective Uncle Vesemir's formulae are.
This is weird. I don't remember playing this bit at all. Like, I know it's an essential part of the game, but I just do not remember it. I remember playing as Ciri doing the horse race against the Baron. I remember playing the sections in Skellige as her. I don't remember this bit at all. Like, just nothing. Don't mind me, just greasing the sword. Give you some privacy then. Nice.
What?
The Wolf King, now do you believe me?
I do. Hide.
Will it be any good? The oil you made?
Not unless we
Smells
want
really
to
good,
anger
sweetie.
it.
How much health does it have? Oh, it's in the top, I think. Okay. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, I feel... Okay, like, this is a boss fight. Like, maybe you could die on this thing. Like... But I just feel like it would pay off really nicely to make her enemies that are as slow as this one really, like, strong. So that you have to utilize the dash attack to, like, get away from them. And then make the ones... And then make ones that are as weak as this one, make them fast, you know? I feel like that would pay off really, really nicely and honestly be kind of an easy way to, like, match against Ciri's moveset. I just think that would be really cool.
Boy, you really give him a drubbing. Never seen anything like it.
Never seen anything like it.
Come out now. Come on.
Oh, Andrew, you probably weren't. I don't think you were here for this the other day. Again, when I was discussing accents. Sorry, one sec. Aha. When we were discussing accents, I just think it's. Oh wait, Andrew went for coffee and sugar. All right. Maybe. No, he might still be here. Anyway.
You're lucky we came this way. Found someone far less fortunate in the forest.
Aaron, must be. We was returning from mid-cops when the brute attacked. I managed to flee, but Yaren...
The little one. No details.
How dare you kill a werewolf? That's homophobic. That werewolf was tough.
Not possible.
You have bandages.
That one, that specific one,
Spirit?
massive
You
tough.
need a claw or two on me.
And this one's a male feminist.
I've not, miss, but my lord, he's a
That's a
powerful
Hillary
man.
Clinton supporter.
He's sure to help you. Might even reward you for cutting the werewolf down.
Very well. Lead us to your lord.
Bring back bowl cuts.
No.
That's so Derek. You can give yourself a bowl cut if you want. That's on you.
No, you can't, Derek.
Done and done. Jesus Christ. Be the bowl you want to see in the world.
Just who do you think you brought me, man? That's not me daughter.
And the little one?
Neither, damn it. I think I'd know my own child.
Well, might not be yours, the older one, but you've got to admit the likeness. That's downright striking. So, any chance for that reward?
You'll not see one fucking copper. Get out before I set my hounds on you. So, stew any good?
Very. Thank you. I'd not eaten in...
Clear to see. I'm pleased you like it. Had them prepare a bath for you once you've eaten. And you could do with some sleep. Gretka in the nook behind the hearth. You in the guest room opposite the kitchen.
Thank you.
Shh. Eat now. We'll speak once you've rested. So I ordered my men to watch her and left her to rest.
And?
Ah, a topic for another time.
No, a topic for now.
A topic for now.
That sharpness. Watch your tone, Witcher. Remember you owe me. Butchered some of my better men.
I really just want to wash Ciri's eye makeup
wish to
off.
come
I
to an
can't. It can't be
agreement, do we
comfortable.
not?
It's so fucking much. It's awful. I hate it. Ciri's eye makeup.
Oh, right.
I mean, the eye makeup, the like eyeliner they've gone for with basically everyone in the game is too much, but like Ciri is the worst example of it. It is terrible.
The little girl who showed up here with Ciri. What happened to her?
Gretka.
All of Ciri's design is
Safe
too
and
much?
sound.
What do you mean?
Helps out in the kitchen. Ciri told me of the girl's parents, what they decided. So I decided not to send the lass home. She's fed here. A roof over a warm corner she calls her own. She wants for nothing.
What happened to Ciri?
I've told you already. A topic for another time.
I need to find her. Understand? I need every last
You think
bit
her
of
outfit is
information available.
over-designed? That's
I
interesting.
understand. But you see, it so happens my wife and daughter...
I wish that she had a cape or cloak or something. It's just like
I propose
Geralt's
exchange.
default Witcher
Find
leather armor,
belongings,
like,
and I shall
works
tell you about the
insofar
girl you
as, like,
All
if he's riding around and he needs the, you know, what's the term, like, flexibility or movability or whatever to be able to fight stuff. He doesn't want to be wearing a big cloak all the time. But then it also looks like he'd probably keep warm. But with Ciri, it's just like, it does just look like she'd be cold. Like, yeah. I understand.
That's what the drugs are for.
Right.
The witch drugs.
I understand the idea of her, like, being, again, with the dash, like a faster, more, yeah, mobility, exactly. Well, there you go, like, faster, more mobile character. So it's kind of like Robin to Batman, right? So, like, Batman is the tank, and he has the big armor and stuff, and Robin, he's the protagonist, he's the shonen, right? So you want him to be able to zip around and do all the cool shit. Bloody Baron is holding this conversation in a Red Lion pub, truly the mark of evil. Nice. The other thing I was going to say, Andrew, was that the peasant accent, I think, is really interesting. Like this like capital G, capital P, generic peasant accent that gets put onto characters in fantasy stories, like you see it in Game of Thrones as well, and it's in Witcher here, which is just this kind of mingling of like Somerset and East Anglia, but it's just meant to generically be like rural people. You know what rural people sound like.
Fine, I'll help you. I'll find your family, but then you'll give me every bit of information you have.
Our Red Lion pub
have my
contents
word.
equivalent of
When do you
Weatherspoons.
see
We
them
have
last?
Weatherspoons.
They vanished after the new moon, as if whisked away by shadows.
I think Red Lion isn't a chain either. It's just like
Precisely that.
it's just the most common name for a pub.
Extremely common name for a pub.
Yeah.
There was a golden lion by my house at home. Like out in the middle of nowhere. You could literally only drive to get to that pub. It's not practical.
I think that's the idea.
I'll need to know a lot more than that. Can I see their rooms?
What for?
I need clues.
Why are dwarves
Anything to
always
latch
Scottish?
onto.
Well, in the
I'll not let a
audiobook,
stranger
again,
forth
the audiobook has really
Want me to find
sensible
them or
use of
not?
accents, and in the audiobook, the
I
dwarves
do.
are all Welsh, which makes a lot more sense.
Then let me work.
Because they are persecuted minority,
go with
and
you.
they're also
The doors are locked.
minors. That makes sense. It just tracks. It just works pretty well. I know, Welsh miners is a bit of a stereotype, but at the same time, like, it does just, it's when it comes to accent choice or
When she was a babe,
voice
my
character
daughter loved
design,
animals.
it's like
Saw a deer trophy on
it's
the
just
wall
about like
once.
cohesion a lot of the time, as long as something isn't like a horrific stereotype caricature of an accent, right, and is authentic. It's just about what is quite cohesive to the listener, and I think that the dwarves being Welsh is pretty good. What sucks is like in the show when they're just
Jammed again. Our bedchamber.
like in the show where they have this just super bizarre mix of like Northern Irish and Scottish. Like, what
For
the
their return,
fuck is?
I want everything
Yeah.
to be as they left it.
You can tell when fantasy's been made for Americans, is what I'm saying.
Walls a different color. Something used to hang here. That painting? Right size. Wooden candlestick. Stem's broken. Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope. The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough. What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. and what's on the other side. It gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there. Fight might have happened here. Ought to look for clues.
How does Geralt talk like that? At least he talks audibly this time. This is the big difference in between Witcher 3 and the other two. You can hear him. It's fucking ridiculous in the other two games.
Rest of the candlestick.
Like, I've been saying this the whole time while we've been doing the playthrough of all three games. But literally, so like, if you're recording a character and they're this kind of, you know, they're this audible, and that's a normal character. So say Dandelion will talk like this, right? And then Geralt will talk like this. And it will just be no kind of change. And you can barely hear anything that he's saying. And literally, and I've said this so many fucking times in these streams, the difference in Witcher 3 is, in Witcher 1 and 2 he talks over here, and in Witcher 3 he talks here, and that's the only difference. He's literally just closer to the microphone. And they could have done that any fucking time. It's so fucking annoying. And it's because, like, unless you want to be shouting, you can't do, like, a gruff, growly voice, especially audibly. So you just gotta turn the fucking volume up, and they just didn't. It's so annoying. Well, I was just in the room, you massive knob. He just saw me walk out of the room. Absolute Wally.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone. Incense.
The first time I played this game was the PS4 version. The boat to Skellige glitched out and I couldn't proceed. This is the PS4 version as well, but it comes with all
something else.
But because I bought it in 2019, it comes with all 16 DLCs, and a lot of those DLCs are just massive bug fixes. It's so funny, like
Damn, trail breaks off. Could find something else, though. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
Well, bring out the gimp.
Think the gimp's sleeping.
Well, guess you
they just put this Pulp Fiction reference in here, and I always find it so fucking bizarre. It's like with the I pointed it out earlier, well, I think on the last stream, Vesemir makes a Godfather reference, and it's like, oh right, to Vesemir's favorite film, The Godfather. I don't know, it's just very funny to me, like with the Pulp Fiction one, it's like, okay, that's not diegetic, that's not actually happening in the world, right? Like, you can't really believe that, like, these two medieval guards in the Baron's Keep are standing around saying lines from Pulp Fiction. It doesn't, and you don't need to believe that. But Geralt works in his Godfather reference Vesemir works his Godfather reference into conversation, and it's like, that can't have not happened.
eternal fires made it to Velen.
Is it 9? Pals, it's 9, so I'm going to take a little break, and then I think I'm going to stream for an hour after I get back, and then call it a night, because we are getting up early in the morning, and going on a surprise trip for an early birthday surprise for Natalie, because her birthday's at the end of the month, but I've booked something special tomorrow, and we have to be up early for it, so I'm going to go on a little break now, and be back in 10 minutes? 10? Oh. Or you'll go get a glass of water or what have you, and I'll see you then. See you in 10. Scott, I had to come back and tell you that it's not Gwynblade. That's just the way they pronounce it wrong in the games. It's the Welsh, Gwynblythe, which means white wolf. But they say Gwynblade because they're filthy English plebs.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, how we doing? Gwyn Blythe, exactly, yeah, that's how you spell it. The double D voiced th sound in Welsh is a little strange for English speakers. I think there's a... I'm just checking it now, but I wouldn't have known the spelling if I hadn't accidentally seen it, because I listened to the audiobook. And yeah, there's an important thing that happens on a place called Thanev, and I would have spelt it Thaneth, and it's actually Thanedd. Right, who's ready for some more Witcher? I'm gonna go for another hour-ish, and then wrap this up. So let's turn off the lo-fi, and here we go. Cool. Would be down for a chill stream of chatting and that music. Hold your breath on that one. I can't make promises, but we were chatting about something similar-ish. Just like a chatting with some lo-fi. Okay. This isn't a confirmed detail, but we're thinking about doing a chill little stream where we just hang out and chat and look through some Am I the Asshole posts. But not sure on that last detail, but like we're definitely into the idea of doing a chill stream where we're just like hanging out mostly.
I really liked
when we what?
We ended up just not watching the video, but our plan was to put face masks on and dunk on Armored Skeptic.
Right, yeah.
Right, that was a really fun thing to do.
I agree.
Poking around.
I'd be up for a dunking stream. But I mean, that's kind of that's part of the idea of reading Am I the Asshole posts, because it's just like a nice input.
We could equally watch like the wondrous gay life of Caleb Geller or whatever, you know, what, like
Gallo.
Gallo.
Not Gala.
I keep doing that because Geller is the best name.
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Ervalus?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. What does it matter? Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the castle.
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk. Don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing. Not a one of them.
Yeah, probably.
It's quite saucy.
I think that's probably sensible.
Sweet.
You just do using... No, do it the microwave
Found
way.
a doll in
Easier.
Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll? Witcher?
Salty,
Looks like it might have been
boiling
used for
water,
some sort of black
a
magic.
centimeter above the
Where'd
level of the
Tamara get it?
rice,
Black magic?
in the microwave,
Are you balmy?
about 10
I
minutes,
made
but
it
basically
for her.
until all the
She
water
was
disappears.
perhaps 5 winters old.
And it will reliably come
Wearing
out fluffy
Vizina
and salted and very
She
nice.
saw the sorceress, Triss Merigold. Insisted she must have a doll.
I mean, that's essentially what, like,
Couldn't
rice
afford
cookers
a thing
do.
of that sort, so I made the doll
So.
with my own hands.
This is Triss. No offense, but not great with your hands, are you?
Why don't you take some wooden rags, see what image of a grown woman you can come up with?
Recognize this amulet?
Is it just me, or does the Baron appear to be
Yes.
physically deteriorating
Anna,
before
we've
our
been
eyes?
wearing it to tournament.
Hold your breath on that
Any
one
idea
too.
which got
None.
He does just
She's
get
a
like
cunning women in
more
the
and
area.
more of a mess every second
Coop
throughout
lives
this
near
quest,
Blackpool.
TBH.
And there's a cunning woman in Midcops, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Peller, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Well, let's go see the
I'll
Pella.
have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts
Oh.
and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
Oh, the goat guy. Yeah, he's so weird.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Gwent! Yes! Sorry.
Ever play Gwent?
How long is this quest? I'd like to see the conclusion, but I also want to go get my dinner going.
If you've a deck, sit down. Outplay
I'm only going to
me,
be going
and
for
I'll
another
give
like
you one of my
50
unique
minutes,
cards.
roughly.
How's that for enticement?
And then I will just be stopping, and the quest will definitely be longer than that. I'll definitely still be going next time.
Let's lay
Let's
him
lay
down.
him down. Aight. Aight. Ugh, no spy cards, damn it. I think I'm gonna get completely fucked up in this game. Interesting. Do I have any revival cards? No, garbage. Garbage. Don't like that. What? Oh, I hate that fucking card. Can I see it? Will it let me see it? Yes. No. No. Damn it. Oh my god. Alright, well I'm just gonna go there. And then end my turn, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the round. It'll take him 3 cards to get an advantage on me anyway. And then, yeah. And then he doesn't have his card advantage anymore. Probably advantage by 1, I think. So it's like... that gives me a fighting chance at least. God, I love the Gwent theme. It's just wonderful. Oh, Gwent. Oh, Gwent. Hi. And that's me. Now it's all to play for. Well, this is going to be ass. Hardly ever played Gwent when playing Witcher 3 because I'm bad at it. Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out on the main game. And then that's me. That's all my cards. I think. Wait, does my Foltest regenerate? Oh, he's won. Oh, this sucks. This is the worst. I'll play him again. Garbage.
You're not complete shite, but you...
Alright, let's go again, Baron. Baron!
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Smells really nice. I'm very excited
In
about
the
it.
mood for a round of Gwent?
I'm always in the mood for Gwent.
Me too. Cool, let's do it.
Let's lay him down.
Guys, until I beat this Baron, this is the stream. I'm just letting you know. I will not be doing anything but Gwent until I win. It's just worth forewarning you, I think. Okay, I have a resurrection card. That's good. And a decoy. Nice. Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You can do some good stuff with this. Yes. 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 Decoy time, baby. What is Hades? I haven't actually heard of it. Well, that was useless. What a weird play. Just gonna waste a turn using my header card. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Interesting. I bet they have another card, another spy card. Anyway, I can win this round with just one card. So I'll do it. I'll do it!
I just realised we've got a bag of walnuts.
Uh-huh.
We can make walnut bread.
That's fun.
Down the thing.
That's fun.
Yeah. And we've got poppy seeds.
Cool. I really want to buy the Gwent deck and play Gwent IRL. It's just so much fun. I just really love this game.
I was looking for it. It's just really expensive.
I know, it's ridiculous. There were like the cheapest way around I saw it was like as a, and this still wasn't cheap, but like as a bonus on like the special edition of the game, or additionally as a package with like a Geralt statuette or something. And it's just like, no, I don't want those things. Just goddamn, just give me the cards. I just want to believe in the heart of the cards, you know. But they're trying to make my religion illegal.
What if I do egg fried rice? It'll be like 2 extra minutes.
Okay.
You know, already cooked rice. Just whack.
Go for it. Yeah, sounds great.
Woohoo!
Why not? This is just a race to the last cards in our hand right now, I think. Oh, I've won this one then. Okay, that's cool. Interesting. What'll be more powerful then? That would be 4, add 4, add 14, add 16. And that would be 8, add 8, add 10, add 10. Oh shit, what is that? That's 38, and that one's 1636, so I should use it on that one. And hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, they should just sell decks. They would actually make a killing. They'd probably make more than they made on the game, even. Like, it's so good.
A few felons short on worthy opponents. Boat builder in Oroton might be one. It was also
I might just have to make my own blank cards. Just print a ton of them.
There's a lad.
Just for personal gaming.
As an old mare, but he plays a devilish hand. In fact, I don't rightly know that you're ready for him.
What do you do? Fucking hell. Okay. Ooh, I got Dijkstra. Nice. Love that boy. Love that boy. I will say one specific but very strong advantage the games have on the audiobooks in terms of accent is that in the games Dijkstra is like a huge EastEnders-y kind of like Phil Mitchell type. He's great. He's this big hard man. Love him. And in the audiobook they narrate him like a creepy toff. Don't like it. Not here for it. We are not living. We do not stand. It's just not. It's. I don't like it. Can't even get into how much I dislike it. I'm just. Ugh. All right. Where's my horse? Is she behind the door? What's she doing? Roach.
Come on, Roach.
What's happening right now? Okay, why don't the doors open?
That's it.
I think suddenly my horse can't ride through this door anymore. Oh, then the door just opened when I was away from it. What is happening? Good game, CD Projekt. You guys fucking nailed it. You made a good game. 10 out of 10. There are unofficial Gwent versions out there. Interesting. It's just tricky because it's like I think the gameplay is very, very, very fun. But I also don't want to play like. I don't want to play as like Gerald of Revo or something. Like, even though I know there'd be no difference and it would be the same gameplay that I enjoy, I literally do want like a little card that has the actual dude on. Oh, I think they do pronounce it Dijkstra. I'm just... Sometimes it's Dijkstra, sometimes it's Dijkstra. It's, yeah. But I actually had the same thought when I first started playing and reading the books and stuff. I don't like... I don't have much reason to discuss it most of the time in my job as a like media critic, but it's actually like I studied electronic engineering at university, and I also took my maths A level 2 years early and did more like because maths is, what's the term? It's like broken into units in the UK curriculum, so I took more like units of math than like anyone else in my school had done. Big math nerd. love some maths. So anyway, yeah, that was my first thought hearing Dijkstra the first time as well.
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
Where'd you come from?
Build your boats in Pinewood?
Of course not. Wench dragged me some pine so I'd make her a cradle.
Boat business not booming?
Not well at all. Ain't
Geraldo
no fish.
del Riviero, exactly.
Heard you're a good boatwright, and an even better card player.
Want to play?
Alright. This guy might kick my ass just now,
Always
just
ready
everyone
for
be
a
warned.
round.
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
God damn it. Oh, good to know I've just drawn a completely ass hand. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm definitely losing this turn. This game. Well, let's just play on my weather effects straight up. Fuck it. Fuck it. Ah, it's paying off. It's paying off already. Interesting. Why? Why though? That's so weird. That's so weird. Alright. What now then? What? Fucking wanker. Usually take weather cards out of my deck. They can be used well, just because I'm not using any of them well doesn't mean you can't use them well. Mostly for delaying. What did he do? Can I inspect it? Okay. Draw a card from your opponent's discard part. You fucking son of a bitch. Oh my god. That's a really good effect. Oh my god. I'm fucked now. God damn it. He got my best card. Fuck. Ugh. Ugh. Typical. I'm gonna lose this game. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, I forgot Nilfgaard never draws. Fuck. Fuck. I'm just gonna throw the match. There's no point in this. Is there a mod that replaces Gwent with Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know if people... I don't know how many people have seen my... Well, I do know exactly how many people have seen my anime vid, but I meant people in chat. But that's another thing that I bought, like, fancy nerd shit for. I've got the pieces of Exodia up on the wall. I've also got the Egyptian god cards. That was a fun thing to get. For Harry's bit at the end. That was a fun bit.
Ye last.
but you needn't get your breeches in a bunch. Round here they say bad luck at cards.
There's a weird bug, that thing there, where characters can't seemingly turn on the spot, so they have to walk and then turn around. And that's what he did there in order to get back to working on the boat. But it looks like he's going, don't worry about it, good sportsmanship, don't worry about losing. And then he walks forward and like shoulder bumps Geralt, and it's like, what the fuck, bro?
Always ready for a round.
Aye. The problem is I haven't got any good, like, actual, like, soldier cards yet. That's my biggest problem. We've got to assume he's got death mold. This is a legit tricky one. The shoulder bumping. Yeah, it is just really weird. Like I said, it's a bug. Like, that's what it is. He's gonna use death mold. Scorch, that's what it's called. I thought it was called like Scourge, and I couldn't remember it. And then I just settled on it being death mold. Now I'm remembering that death mold is actually a mage. Right. Oh my god! That's a really OP ability. Okay. He has 7 cards. I should probably just quit the round. Oh my god. Got my ass handed to me again. Yeah, there you go. There it is. There it is. Buoys. Alright. Why not? What? Okay. Come on, Siegfried. And now it's time for goddamn bullshit. A spy. No. Yes. Okay. Interesting. But wait, I can win. No, I can't win. But I can win this round. Hell yes. Hell yes. He's got 5 cards. This sucks. Okay. Just waste a turn on my header ability first. What the fuck? Why are all the Nilfgaardian cards so incredibly OP? Okay, I've got another spy so I can make his side even more powerful, and I have 1 other than that. Oh my god, another spy. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, this is happening, I guess. Maybe eventually I'll draw Frost. Okay, that's what I've got to work with. I've lost. That's fucked. I've lost. That's fucked. I've lost. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that doesn't add up to 32. That's not enough. That's not enough cards. That's not enough. That's not enough. Ah, heck and jeez.
Ye last, but you needn't get your breeches in a bunch. Round here they say bad luck at cards.
See, he's
means
being
good
so
luck at
nice
love.
and consoling,
True in
and
one
then
case.
his dialogue
That's why
turn
love
ends,
it's not
and
fit
he
for nothing.
walks forward and bumps you every time, and it's like, man, what the hell? What's your problem?
You again.
Up for a round of cards.
What?
Always ready for a round. Okay. I'm gonna take out some of these, I think. Maybe chuck in that one? Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Big bowl of food coming through.
Oh shit!
There's a bit left of.
Thank you. Did you do the egg fried rice too?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It only took like 2 extra minutes.
Hyped.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Oh, a spy, yes. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, heck. He did a decoy on my spy. Aww. Oh, hackers. I'm probably gonna wrap up at the end of this game of Gwent, guys, because I want to enjoy this dins and watch some TV and just zone out for a bit. Uh-huh. Jenna Marbles. Yeah, it was Jenna Marbles. Love that queen. She's amazing. He's gonna use Scorch though, I just know it. And oh, no Scorch. Interesting. Alright. A spy instead. Well, it's decoy time, baby. We're playing such a wanky game right now, like we've just like I don't know, played a bunch of spies and decoys over and over again, so it keeps on going up to like, and then it's like weather effects on the field, so it keeps on going up to 1 and then going back down to 0 because there's just like nothing going on. Cool. Wanker. Alright.
Yeah, this is real good.
I can smell it. It smells delicious.
It was also pretty easy, like, I know it took a long time making it, but it didn't feel like a long time making it, and I know I could do it much better.
Joe's friend Cam's just sent me this miso broccoli recipe.
Oh,
it looks
shit.
really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hell yeah.
gonna check that out too.
I was just thinking we should get some miso paste because I want to do Albert's broth.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. That sounded good as hell.
Yeah.
But if I use Commander's Horn on my siege weapons, he's gonna use Scorch, and it's gonna send me back down to nothing. I just know it. I just know it. gonna throw the round instead. Oof. Oof. He just passed? Wow. Passing privilege strikes again. Hey Andy. It's time for Gwent. You've tuned in right at the end. I'm gonna wrap up in a second when this match ends. Probably when this match ends in misery.
I'm so excited for you to eat this.
I'm excited to eat it too. Can't wait.
Good.
Cool.
I cooked the rice in the tub that the egg fried rice came in.
Heck yeah.
Last time I had takeaway.
Ah.
So I was like, this is going to be the right size.
Interesting.
And it was.
Nice. Okay. And then he's going to use that to get... What did he take from my graveyard? A spy? Probably. Bastard. That Nilfgaardian son of a bitch. Typical. Typical. Okay. And then... No. And I wasted my clear weather cards already. No. No. I know he's still got Scorch, so I know that when I put forward my strong cards, they're just gonna get completely fucked. And that just sucks. It just sucks to know that. This just sucks. I hate it. He's just gonna destroy it. It's my last card, but he's just gonna destroy it. And he's got 4 more cards after this anyway. He's gonna use Scorch now, and then I'm just gonna be dead, and that's just the end of me, and I'm just gonna die and disappear. What? Frost? The absolute madman. What? He did it like that? That is so fucking weird. What a weird guy. What a weird fucking guy. Damn. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna watch some TV. And then we're gonna get up early and go on the train.
You needn't get your breeches in a bunch. Round here, they say bad luck at cards means good luck at love. Proven true in my case.
You should be.
It's not fit for nothing.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. It's been really fun. I will keep you all updated. There might be a stream. There might be streams on unusual days this week, depending on whether we do a chatting / maybe reading some Reddit posts stream. Maybe. I'll keep you all updated. Watch my Twitter for updates. Bye-bye for now.